It's me, your little boy, Kissy Absen. I have something special for us choosing ones today. Listen, they don't know how you do it. Hey, God, they don't know how you do it. And they are scared to ask you. They are mad because they don't know how you do it. That is why you need to understand that a lot of people around you choosing ones, many of them are so devastated, so angry, so shocked, wondering because they don't know how you do it. They will be like, how do you overcome that storm? Tell them, God do it, not you. Yes, they may be asking secretly, how do you made it? Out of that delay, out of that frustration, disappointment, how do you made it? Just tell them it is God, it is not me. Let them know that yes, they disappoint you, but God appoint you. That's why you need to understand that when people disappoint you, they will always end up thinking that you can never be appointed, not knowing that a topic will always end up as a top. You know what I'm saying? So majority of people around you today, many of them are secretly so wondering, how do you do it? How do you make it? How come you are able to be whom you are today? How come you are able to level up the way you are today? How come you are able to do the stuff you are doing? It's something that is driving majority of people around you, unknowingly. It's something that is kicking them off even without you being aware, because they are secretly wondering, how do you survive that storm? How do you able to cope in that betrayed? How do you able to cope in that delay? How do you able to cope in that they're gossiping? How come you are able to be whom you always tell them you will always be, despite of all that they have ganged up against you? But tell them, it is not by mind, neither is it by strength. It is by the grace of God that doeth what no man can do. It is God who maketh it, not you. Let them know that yes, they disappoint you, but God refused to do it, to let you be disappointed. Yes, they betrayed you, but God did not do what? Betrayed you. Yes, they tried to frustrate you, but God refused to let you be frustrated. Yes, they tried all means to make sure you lost hope, but God decided to fill you with hope. Because you have no idea how many people are waiting their expectation to crush you, bro. You truly have no idea how many people out there who are secretly hoping for you to give them a reason to smile, because they always believe that this is what we want from him. This is what we need from him. We want him to be sad. We want him to be unhappy. We want him to be pissed off always because of what we have caused him to go through. We want him to regret why he knows us. We want him this, we want him that. But many of them are now frustrated because what they want to see in you is not accurately what they are saying. Majority of people out there are now so devastated because what they thought they will see, what they were hoping to see in you, is not exactly what they are saying. It's not exactly what they are now experiencing. And that is why they are unhappy, because you decide to disappoint their devices. You decide to disappoint them by bringing out the best in you, by bringing out the greatness in you. And that is why they are sick and so tired. That is why majority of people out there are so sick and so tired of watching you. You know what I'm saying? So they never believe that you can make it, but tell them God do. They never believe you will be able to survive, but tell them God do. They never believe you will be able to cope, but tell them God do. They never believe that you will be able to bring out the best in you, but tell them that God do it or not you. May God bless you and remain blessed. All their hope is that you will be whom they accurately want you to be, bro. All their hope is that you will not be able to amount for something. That nothing good will come from you, nothing unique will come from you, nothing authentic will be seen in you, nothing special will be seen in you. But what shocked them is that there is something that they are seeing now that they never believed that they will see. Yes, many of them are wondering, how do you do it? You do it and they are shocked. You do it and they are not shocked, bro. Majority of people are shocked For the sake of the fact that you do it without them, for the sake of the fact that you make it without them, you elevate without them, you are succeeding without them, you are marching in greatness without them, you are leveling up every day without them, you are increasing without them. They thought you will die. They thought your success will go just like that. They thought everything about you will rough just like that. They thought everything within you will just be wasted just like that. They thought everything about you will just be doomed just like that. But God in his own influence mercy disappointed the devices. And that's why many of them now today are wondering, how do you do it? That is why they are now secretly asking themselves unbelievable question. How come you are able to do it? How come you are able to make it? How come you are able to amount for something without them? How come you are able to succeed? How come you are able to elevate? You know what I'm saying? How come you are able to elevate without what? Without them? How come you are able to do it? May God bless you and remain blessed.